Alright, as we keep rolling on here, it's the Ryan Hartson Show on BWC Internet Radio. Good to be with all of you, talking about the NBA playoffs as we move from the tremendously overrated Chicago Bulls to, if anything, the underrated Oklahoma City Thunder. As I said, I like being right. I like being right all the time. I take pride in being right. A tremendous amount of the time. It really helps my ego. It really helps me in life to just always be right, to never be wrong, because being wrong sucks. And I nailed the Bulls. Thank you very much. No need to applaud. I nailed the Chicago Bulls. I saw this coming from a mile away. They struggled against the Pacers, and I say to my dad, "Yeah, they're Boston or Miami are gonna kill 'em. Absolutely kill them." And but that's who it's going to take because they'll beat everybody else in the East just because Derrick Rose is unbelievable. But you run into the better teams, obviously you're going to get killed. Okay, enough of that. Let's move to Oklahoma City. Last night, Kevin Durant scores 41 points. Kevin Durant is the best player in the NBA that isn't teamed up with somebody. Besides maybe Kobe. But all the other great players in the NBA play with other great players, right? Like Amari and Carmelo are together. LeBron, D-Wade, and Bosh are together. I guess Dwight Howard isn't with anybody. But most of the superstars are all teaming up now. Durant doesn't have to team up with anybody because Oklahoma City figured it out. We understand that this Kevin Durant guy is pretty good, and we want to keep him there for a considerable amount of time. So what we're going to do is we're going to actually, build a team around him. Shocking! So we're going to draft Russell Westbrook, who we believe can develop into a legitimate number 2 scorer for us, which he has scored 31 points last night in a playoff game. He's tremendous. And we're going to trade for a legitimate big man to solidify the inside in Kendrick Perkins. That also worked very well. They got this Muhammad guy who's pretty good. They got a lot of size. The Thunder have probably the most size in the West besides the Lakers. And considering last year they didn't have any size at all, that's pretty damn good. So the Thunder are actually building a team around a superstar because they actually have good management, which is something that isn't too common in the NBA these days. Right? Cleveland, you just kind of threw players at LeBron. And that didn't work because all the players you threw at him sucked. Because nobody wants to go play in Cleveland. And frankly, that's Cleveland's fault. Cleveland, if you didn't suck, maybe you'd actually get somebody good. Oh well. The Bulls, again, just threw players at Derrick Rose. Here, have Carlos Boozer. We don't know what he's going to do for you. He's kind of old. He's injury prone. Go ahead. They drafted Joakim Noah before Derrick Rose, and they still haven't figured out that Joakim Noah can't play on offense. He can't score the ball. Joakim Noah is a bench player. I don't know why he's starting. I think Joakim Noah should come off the bench. I don't think he's that good. Oh, but he's a high-energy player. Oh, what a load of crap. High-energy player. That doesn't mean you're any good, right? It means you're not that good. If you're, he's a high-energy player. That's like saying a running back is good on third down. That means you can't play the actual position. It means you're not that good. And that's what Joakim Noah is. Not that good. Anyway, I'm just like killing the Bulls. I'm in that kind of mood. I just want to kill the Bulls. Anyway, let's stay on the Thunder. The Thunder have actually built a team around Kevin Durant. And now, in my opinion, they should be the second favorite behind the Lakers to win the whole damn thing. Because the Spurs are screwed. I'll get to the Spurs in the next segment. But the Spurs are in big trouble against the Grizzlies, who I've been calling the Grizzles for a long time. They're actually pretty good when I watched them play yesterday. I had never seen them play in my life. I'd actually never seen a Grizzlies game in my entire life because, well, no one cares about the Grizzlies. But I watched them yesterday, and I watched them beat San Antonio. I thought it was a pretty easy win. They had to pull it out at the end, but they had them on the ropes almost the entire game. So, good for them. But you look at the Thunder. I mean, they're the absolute second favorite behind the Lakers, and they might even be co-favorites. It might just kind of be even because you don't know what you're going to get with the Lakers because, sometimes they just don't feel like playing. Corey will get to that, I think. I think he's doing the Lakers. So, I mean, they're just really... Kevin Durant's a really good scorer. He's a remarkable scorer. He's a remarkable player. I mean, you think about it. Think about the two rosters that we saw last night. in Denver, and in Oklahoma City. In Denver, really, take Kevin Durant off of the Thunder, and these rosters are almost identical. Both teams have great guards, pretty good. Both teams have pretty good size. So you think, yeah, it's a pretty even matchup. Great guard play, great size, great big guys. So you think, it's going to be a pretty even series. One difference, one advantage. Now, George Karl had this. George Karl did have what Oklahoma City has now. That guy's in New York. Oklahoma City has that guy. That one player. That one transcendent player that changes games in Kevin Durant. You've got that one guy that can say, give me the ball. I'm driving. And he goes down and he gets you the bucket when they need it most. And he goes down and gets 41 points when they need it most. He scores the basketball at an elite pace. 2 straight years he's been the scoring champion. But he also, unlike other elite scorers in the NBA, he also plays defense. He also rebounds. He also distributes to his teammates. He's like LeBron. He's a little younger version of LeBron James. He's actually a little lankier. He's not quite as athletic as LeBron. He's a little lankier. Maybe not quite as fast, but just as physical on the inside. And just as deadly from behind the arc, actually. So, he's an unbelievable player. Unbelievable talent. And Russell Westbrook's right there with him. He's a great point guard. He's a pretty good distributor, not a great distributor. He's kind of like Derrick Rose in the fact that he scores first and, passes later. Rose is probably a little better passer, but Westbrook doesn't necessarily have to be Superman all the time. Well, he actually doesn't have to be Superman because Superman wears a 35 on his chest. So, the Thunder have that going for them. You've got the best player in the NBA. You got a legitimate number 2. You have an actual team. The Thunder have an actual team. They don't have a collection of guys, right? Think about all the other teams in the NBA. Take out Boston. Chicago, the point I want to make with Chicago and Miami, which are the 2 favorites in the East by, everyone else. And think about the West a little bit as well. Think about San Antonio and think about Dallas. It's not an actual team. These teams are not actual teams. Chicago, it's Derrick Rose and a bunch of guys, right? And you don't know what they have. Miami, it's a bunch of guys. It's 3 guys. I don't know if we can play together. Let's just try it. Give us $106 million. We'll go do it. And they did. They put a team together, but they're not playing like a basketball team. They're playing like a collection of guys, right? San Antonio, right? A collection of guys. It's a bunch of guys. You don't know what you have in San Antonio. Because Tony Parker is a scorer, not a distributor. San Antonio, you've got Tim Duncan, but you don't know what you have in terms of other big men, and he's kind of slowing down, and you don't really know what's there, right? The Mavericks, you got Dirk, you got Jason Kidd, everything else is kind of up in the air. Collections of people. Oklahoma City has a team, an actual team with great moving parts that move well together. It's a machine. It's fluid. It's together. It's what you ask for. And an NBA team that can win multiple championships. And that's what the Oklahoma City are. They're a team that are set up to win 4 or 5 titles coming up in the next 6-7 years. They are set up for it. Because think about it. I'm going to take the Bulls of the 90s and put these 2 teams together. I'm not suggesting that the Thunder are on their level. It's an easy team to reference to because everybody knows the names, especially the second three-peat. I can actually name more people on the second three-peat than the first three-peat. That's the main reason I'm using them, for my own reasons. So, you got Michael, obviously, MJ, best player ever. And you got Kevin Durant, unbelievable player. I think more so than LeBron, more so than Kobe, more so than Dwayne Wade, he is the next Michael Jordan. It didn't immediately happen with Kobe. It's not LeBron either. He's having problems in the playoffs. No, Kevin Durant is the guy that replaces Michael Jordan as the rock star in the NBA. And that's where I'm going with this. I think Kevin Durant is truly, like with Kobe, you said, oh, he's the next Michael Jordan. It's like, not really. LeBron, he's the next Michael Jordan. No, but he can't win titles, and we don't know what he's doing with his team now. And now he's not, he's not doing the Michael thing in Cleveland. He's doing the team up with everybody thing in Miami. So it's not really the same thing. It's different. I think it's cool, but it's different. It's not like Mike, if you will. Durant has that like Mike quality to him. He's not quite as loud in the media. He's much more quiet, much more of a humble guy. Like, honestly, the guy I compare him to is Aaron Rodgers, the quarterback who just won the Super Bowl. Quiet, that quiet confidence thing is really cool. Like, I don't have that. I don't have that quiet confidence. That when you come into a room, you don't really have to say anything, and everybody knows that you own the room. And that's what Aaron has, and that's what Durant has. He doesn't even have to say anything, and doesn't really want to say anything. Kind of a shy guy. But at the same time, he owns the room because he has the confidence. And that's key in the NBA because a lot of the guys have he's got that quiet confidence. Not loud confidence, the quiet confidence thing that benefits him extremely well. So you got the legitimate MJ guy, you got Kevin Durant, and then you've also got that legitimate number 2. He's not 1A, he's clearly number 2. It's almost like you want to leave 2 blank and call him number 3. And that's Scottie Pippen. Russell Westbrook, you put Russell Westbrook and Scottie Pippen. Now, as far as games are concerned, they don't play the same kind of game. Obviously, different positions completely. But you know what I mean. As far as it's clearly that he is number 2. Durant is 1. Westbrook is clearly 2. And around that, Kendrick Perkins, Dennis Rodman. You've got all these pieces together that everything kind of fits together. It's an actual great team. Something in the NBA we really haven't had since MJ's Bulls. Oklahoma City Thunder are going to be the next dynasty in the NBA. That's where I'm going with this. I think the Thunder are going to win 4, 5, or 6 titles very quickly. That's where I think, because they're young, they're talented, they're together. They've got the great players. They've got a great supporting cast. They're all young. They're all going through this together. It's a great group, and they're poised to win titles. They're going to run into Miami a few times in the finals, you would think. They got what it takes to beat them. I mean, you're going to be running into Kevin Durant. LeBron James is going to be running into Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant's going to be that guy that says, no, not yet. I'm going to get my rings right now. It's not your time. So I think LeBron, honestly, I think Durant's going to be able to handle him in the finals. He's going to take care of Rose in the finals. Durant, after all the smoke clears from these superstars teaming up and everybody's trying to win titles, it turns out that really Kevin Durant is the guy that's going to come out of this smelling like a rose, and he's going to have all the rings. He's going to have all the rings. I think Kevin Durant is on his way to being one of the great players maybe to ever play. Now, it's extremely early for that, but it looks like that's kind of where he's headed. Scoring titles early in his career, maybe an MVP next year. He should be the far and away favorite for the MVP next year. And you kind of look at it, the Thunder are in a great position to win a ton of titles as we go forward in the next 7 to 8 years forward in the NBA. All right, so those are my thoughts on the Thunder. Basically, that you're seeing the beginning of a dynasty in Oklahoma City. Coming up next, a couple things that I just want to put together because they're kind of lackluster and they're really no fun to talk about. With the Spurs are in deep trouble, the Heat are fine. They might drop one to Philadelphia. You never know. And the Magic are in a bit of trouble with the Atlanta Hawks. Corey later today, or maybe right now they're on already. I believe he'll have the Lakers. He'll be breaking down the Celtics and the Knicks game that was last night. Get you ready for some of the other matchups as well. So look forward to all that. As we keep moving forward, coming up next, I will be breaking down the Spurs, the Heat, and the Magic, what's wrong, what's right, what's going on in general. So that's coming up next. It is the Ryan Hartson Show on BWC Internet Radio.